All right, Charlotte. I gave the fuck up. I did. I did. I closed the live and came the fuck downstairs and got on the couch. Gave the fuck up. But I'm going live on my actual phone because I use a phone that's not activated for my recording and my lives and stuff. So I want to see if that makes a difference between like if it's going to lag or not. So we're going to hang out here for a little bit. And if we can go for a few minutes without it lagging and fucking up, then I'll go back upstairs and we'll try the stories all over again. Okay? All right. We're going to restart the story. Am I the asshole for not moving my wedding date to accommodate my sister's pregnancy? I, 25 female, have a sister, Ella, 28 female. Ella and I have always been close growing up, despite her being 3 years older than me. We've always been the best of friends. I was her maid of honor and she was mine. Ella is currently 5 months pregnant and she had a rough first trimester, throwing up 3 to 4 times a day and always being tired. Some days she couldn't get out of bed, literally. She had also found out early in her pregnancy when she was a month into it because her symptoms were so bad. Her and I live close to each other, and since her husband travels a lot for work, I've stayed with her a lot since I work remotely. My fiance and I had originally set the date for the wedding for July. However, seeing how sick she was, I, along with my entire family, were getting worried. So after my fiance and I discussed it, we decided to reschedule the wedding until after she passed her first trimester. Per her doctor, she was supposed to get better. Seeing this, and thank God she did get better. She's eating normally, going out, and she's back to herself. I need to add that no one asked this of us, but I felt that it was needed. Seeing this, my fiance and I talked about our wedding again. I had always wanted a summer wedding on the beach, but I didn't want to wait a full year. And seeing winter wedding pictures was slowly growing on me. So we decided on a December wedding. The invitations were finalized last week with the date, and they were all sent out a couple of days ago. Yes, it's early, but my man and I have big families and a big group of friends and colleagues, so we need the RSVPs early. Yesterday, I got an angry phone call from my sister asking how could I do something like this to her. I was honestly confused, and I told her as much, and she went on a rant about how inconsiderate I was to not wait until my nephew was born. That her being the maid of honor and 8 months pregnant is going to be hard, and that she's already been through hell. I calmly explained to her that while yes, she is my maid of honor, I don't expect her to go above and beyond. My best friend and her had already planned a girls' night back when my wedding was in July, so we were just going to go with that again. Everything is already bought and paid for, and my best friend is going to set it up. I told her that my man and I have also rebooked everything ourselves. Flowers, the venue, and catering are going to be done by our friends who have their own shops and companies. And that I'll pay to have her dress resized to accommodate her bump. I'm even taking care of hair and makeup for all of my wedding party as sort of a pamper session where we're going to get ready together and take pictures. All she's required to do is show up. She's having none of it and is demanding that we reschedule it again until next summer. I put my foot down and gave her a flat out no. I wouldn't do that shit either. Because I've already rescheduled my wedding for you one time. I'm literally doing everything in my power to accommodate you, but you refuse to see that. You refuse to see that. You're angry because you want me to reschedule my wedding so you could just be pregnant. Bitch, you still gonna be fucking pregnant. Like, no, hell no. One monkey's not gonna stop this circus. Absolutely not. My parents called me and asked me to reconsider, saying that I know she's emotional and hormonal, that I told them that's not an excuse for her to act like a bitch. It's not. It's not. And like I was saying before my live got stupid, that if you know she's being emotional and she's being hormonal, why do you want me to accommodate her? She doesn't mean it. She's just hormonal. It's the hormones. Then why the fuck am I going to accommodate that shit? That's not an excuse. It might be the reason, but it's not an excuse. It is not a fucking excuse. There is a difference. There is a difference. That could be her reason, but it will not be the excuse. Hell no. Absolutely not. Okay, girlfriend said any opinions and advice is very much appreciated. She made an edit. First of all, thank you for the comments and advice. I'm definitely seeing her side more than I was before. I do need to clarify some things that I didn't add in my post. When we rescheduled the wedding, her and my brother-in-law had my fiance and I over for dinner. We do weekly dinners every Friday. She thanked me for rescheduling and told me that she felt guilty. I made sure to tell her that I don't blame her, that having her there healthy and happy is what matters. In whatever capacity that she can give me, I would be happy. I made sure she knew that she could step down from maid of honor at any point. Even if it was the day of the wedding or the day before, I would understand. That dinner, my man and I also floated the idea of a winter wedding around both her and my brother-in-law. Both her and my brother-in-law said that it would be fun since we hadn't had that in our family yet. We also chose the date around many of our other family schedules, along with our friends' availabilities, who were also being gracious enough to still do our wedding catering as well as the flowers. They were renting us a venue despite us rescheduling it once already. We didn't decide anything lightly. Also, I might update later on if I ever figure out how. My parents have called me and invited me to their house so my sister-in-law can talk it out. I have no idea why she's using a third party, even if it is just our parents. So I don't see what the fuck they could have possibly said to OP to make her see her sister's side more than she was, because what I'm fucking seeing is your sister is being extremely selfish. The first time we rescheduled our wedding, it was because you were sick. Literally laid out in the bed, unable to get up, unable to do anything. You were sick. That is why we originally rescheduled the wedding. Now you want me to push it back even more because you're pregnant. Like, just because you're pregnant. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Like, no, that makes absolutely no sense to me. Ooh, you got your daddy's sock? He gonna get you. Y'all scared my boyfriend all the way up to the top floor of the house and into the shower because he don't want to be down here with y'all. He don't want to be down here with y'all, so he went upstairs and into the shower. All right. Next story. That was a squeaky. That was my indie playing with her squeaky. She'll do it again eventually. Am I the asshole for telling my sister? It's just a whole lot of sister shit. Maybe I need to call my sister. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she deserved her breakup after what she did to her ex? What'd she do? What is she doing? This has been eating at me for a while, and my family is split on who's in the wrong, so I need some outside opinions. Girl, if it's one thing Beyond Beautiful gonna have, it's a fucking opinion. My sister Anna, 27 female, was dating Mark, 29 female, about 3 years ago. They lived together, had a dog together, and honestly seemed perfect for each other. Mark was a good guy, stable job, treated Anna really well, and was basically part of the family. I liked him, and even our parents adored him. Let me find out her Mark was my Mark, because bitch, I will beat you up. Let me stop. Mark is a basic ass name. A few months ago, Anna told me that she was starting to feel bored in her relationship. She said that Mark was a little too predictable and that she missed the excitement of dating. I told her that was normal after a while and suggested they plan something spontaneous or talk things through. She seemed set on causing drama. Plan something spontaneous. Is it spontaneous if we plan it? That's not the problem. Next thing I know, Anna tells me that she's secretly been flirting with this guy at her gym, Ethan, 25 male. She said it was just innocent fun to spice things up. But I told her, howdy man, that she was playing with fire. Apparently that escalated and she ended up hooking up with Ethan. Aw, Anna, you're terrible. Let her know, Indy. You squeak, you squeak, fuck her. Yeah. Mark found out after she left her phone unlocked, and all the messages between her and Ethan were right there. He was devastated and broke up with her immediately. Anna was heartbroken too, but more because she didn't think he'd find out, and she just wanted some fun, not to ruin the relationship. Are you fucking kidding me? She's bullshit. She's only guilty because she got fucking caught. I didn't think he was gonna find out, and I just wanted some fun. Like, you know what's fun? You know what's fun? If you are bored in your relationship, Do you need to go play Hire Me for the Night? I need you to get dressed up in your smexiest outfit, have your boyfriend drop you off, make the block, and pull up. Be like, hey, looking for a date. Make it spontaneous. But no, we're going to flirt with the random, bend over backwards, bust it wide open, and then cry and be devastated because he found out and broke up with you. The way I will turn inside out, upside down, and on the ceiling before I cheat on my boyfriend, I'm gonna tell him, baby, I'm bored in our relationship. There's a store on Main Street with blacked out windows. We should go in there and see what they got. That's how you spice up your relationship. You don't step out of it. You don't step out of your relationship. No, she absolutely deserved what she got because she fucking sucks. She fucking sucks. This is where things get heated. I forgot there was a reason. Anna called me crying, saying that Mark was being dramatic for leaving her over one mistake and that she didn't deserve to lose everything over a fling. Anna needs to go touch some fucking grass. How old you say this bitch was? 27 years old. This a grown-ass woman, 3 years shy of 30. This a grown-ass woman. She wanted me to comfort her, but instead, I lost it. I told her she deserved the breakup because she cheated and hurt someone who treated her very well. I said she made her bed and now she had to lie in it. She hung up on me and now she's telling everyone in the family that I kicked her while she was down and that I'm terrible for not supporting her during a hard time. I would never support my sister if she was cheating, ever. Honestly, I think I've called my sister out and ignored her because she was doing some fucking dirt while she was in a relationship. I think I have done just that. Like, nah, bitch, I don't want to talk to you because what you're doing is fucking wrong. I don't want to talk to you. Absolutely not. Anna hung up on me, and now she's telling everyone in the family I kicked her while she was down, and I'm a terrible sister for not supporting her during a hard time. My parents think I was harsh, but they agree with what I said, and while a few relatives are saying I should have been kinder since she's already suffering the consequences of her actions, absolutely not. So Reddit, am I the asshole for telling my sister she deserved her breakup? No, you're not the asshole. Because one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you. Don't come to me when shit blows up in your face because you're being dirty. You're doing dirt. You're stepping out of your fucking relationship. Don't come to me and think I'm going to hug you and coddle you. No. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's being so dramatic and he's leaving me because I made a one mistake. Well, that one mistake cost you your relationship, didn't it? What did we learn? What we learned? Okay, don't do that no more. Now you can't come over here and have a girls' night because I'm honestly not in the mood. Like, no, I'm not going to support that shit. I'm not going to support that shit. I'm going to let you know that's dirty. That's dirty. And honestly, I've learned that from having great friends that held me accountable when I was doing things that were wrong. I have a past just like any and everybody else does too. And I had great friends, people that held me accountable for what I was doing when I was doing things that were wrong. They didn't give a damn that we were friends. Bitch, you're wrong. And it's like, you're absolutely right. And thank you. Thank you for holding me accountable, not allowing me to convince myself that it's okay. Am I the asshole for reminding my aunt that her husband left her for a younger woman because she wouldn't stop bothering my brother who was dumped for an older guy? Absolutely not. If she didn't want to have this fight, she should have stayed out of the ring. Because no, ma'am. The call is coming from inside the house, girlfriend. You upset. You upset. I, 18 female, and my brother, 17 male, have an aunt in her 50s, Ruby. She's well known in the family for being troublesome. My brother Jay had a girlfriend of 2 years who recently broke up with him. I don't know why, and I didn't ask since it's really not my business. I've supported him post-breakup and provided support and advice and everything in between. My parents have all said how sad this breakup made him, and we've all supported him. A week ago, we found out the girl is now dating a boy 2 years older than her. Okay. My ex's aunt, no. My aunt's ex-boyfriend, nope, that's not even what it say either. Her ex-husband. My aunt's ex-husband divorced her a year ago because of personal issues. He happened to start dating a younger woman in his 20s that he met after they divorced. Contrary to what you may be thinking right now, he didn't divorce her because of this woman. He divorced her because she was being a jerk to him, and he happened to find someone else shortly after. We were having dinner together, and my Aunt Ruby asked my brother how his girlfriend was. Jay awkwardly said they broke up and that she's dating an older guy. My aunt started laughing hysterically. She started going on a rant about how she knew that girl was too good for him. The fuck? Wow. She's a bitter Betty, isn't she? My poor brother just awkwardly sat there and no one even tried to defend him. I was trying to tell her to stop. Then my aunt said, no wonder she wanted to break up with you because older guys love young girls. Wait, no, she walked herself into that. She literally paved the road for herself to walk. She set that trap on her own. You're not the asshole. Your auntie set this trap on her own. I snorted and I said, that's actually really true. I don't think it's 100% true. I was being sarcastic, but I said it to support what I was going to say next. I said, her husband did leave her for a girl that was younger, so it is very much true. I told her she really shouldn't be talking. My aunt got so embarrassed and stayed silent for the rest of the dinner. My brother laughed and my parents didn't say a word. Inside, your parents were chuckling their ass off. I don't give a fuck what they say. They laughed their asses off on the inside. They didn't say a word, which is weird because I expected them to reprimand me. Looking back on it, I honestly think they agreed with me. They didn't say nothing because they had to hold the composure because they were laughing too. That's hilarious. I didn't yell or scream anything. I said this comment in the most normal, maybe sarcastic voice, but I'm regretting it because I feel like it was rude. Am I the asshole here? Absolutely not, baby. Absolutely not, because your mother and your father were okay with your aunt literally laughing at your brother. They didn't step in to say anything to back her up off of your 17-year-old brother. They sat there and let that shit happen. If they didn't want you to back her the fuck up, they should have called her off. They should have told her that what she was doing was disrespectful. They should have told her to stop what she was doing. But instead, they sat there. So you did what the fuck they failed to do. And I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny. Edit. This did blow up, and since it's getting attention, I do want to address a few things. One, no, I don't know for sure whether my uncle was seeing a younger woman behind my aunt's back before the divorce. I don't think it matters. Actually, if it is really true, then it would make my aunt's point of view even stronger because older guys love young girls, right? Two, while I personally don't think it's true all the time, it was more of a move to point out how my aunt's statement described her own situation. Three, my parents haven't brought up the incident yet. I think they're both secretly waiting for someone to call her out, but too scared to do it themselves. Especially my mom. She's her sister who grew up alongside the golden child, Ruby. So I'm not going to get into the whole thing here, but that was basically the dynamic summed up in one sentence. My brother has always been nothing but loving and kind to his now ex-girlfriend. If something was up with them, we would have already known. Obviously, if he was an asshole to his girlfriend, then I would be on my aunt's side, but that's not the case here. Thank you for your support. I definitely didn't expect this much. The one thing I really, really hate about Reddit is that they make shit up. They make shit up. Like, it pisses me off. Like, if that's one thing in my stories, if you guys don't notice, I do not diagnose anybody with anything. I don't come up with, well, maybe they have this. It's a possibility that this happened. It's, just because studies show. I try not to do that because if I don't have any type of proof of any of these things happening, I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to plant that seed into anybody's head. I'm not going to add anything to it. And that is something that Reddit is really, really bad at. They will just hyperfixate on one thing, make up something, and that's their entire point. And then other people in the comments don't even bother to think about the fact that nothing like this was even mentioned in the story, and then they run with it. Like, I don't, I can't do that. I cannot do that. It's me, right? Not my turn. Okay. All right, you guys. I feel like That thing scares the fuck out of me. Sounds like Fox News. In light of everything that we've gone through for this live, baby is home. And I kind of just want to, you know, be with baby now because baby's home. I'm going to go spend time with baby. I love you all. Thank you for coming back and dealing with me and my technical difficulties, even though we only got like 3 stories in. I missed you. I'm trying to get back into the like mojo of doing my lives because I used to do them so much, but I kind of lost the motivation to do it. So I'm trying. So, all right, y'all. I'll see you guys later.